Well, at this point, I would like to open the panel up to the audience for any questions. And if you do ask a question and I call on you, I will make sure that after the presentation you get a t-shirt. Alexey, he would like to know at this point, how have you profited from Tetris? No numbers, but I mean, you've done well.
Well, first 10 years I got nothing. Later on I start receiving kind of regular royalty, and I'm pretty happy with it. I quit Microsoft 5 years ago, and I could live without working. That's great.
Excellent. Any other questions?
Wow.
The question is, do you know if there's any chance of the original game being, the original NES game ever being republished, that version of it?
What we do is we work with all the licensees to improve the game of Tetris every year. And just like car manufacturers, if somebody out there invents power windows, we've got to be having power windows or our car is not going to sell. So it's unlikely that we're going to go back to an original version. Having said that, I think that in the future, users will be able to by buying items or arranging items, be able to themselves recreate older versions of Tetris. So we're going to give them that ability.
Kind of a customizable Tetris.
Just like people work on cars. People buy a 57 Chevy, they fix it up themselves. We're going to give people the ability to do that.
Gotcha. Okay. What steps are... Actually, this is a great one. What steps are you taking to keep Tetris from being, pirated, from being taken? You've had to fight so hard for IP over the years. How's that fight going forward?
Yeah, it's going fine. What we do is we do kind of what Disney does. If there's somebody that's making money off of Tetris that should be being made by one of our licensees, then we work with our licensees and we actually litigate. For the rest, we send lots of cease and desists, or we try to make friends, because obviously some of these people who are making quote-unquote pirate version of Tetris, they're just people trying to make a game. And so rather than fight with them, we try to become friends with them. And so in the long term, we're all trying to do the same thing, as make a better game.
Excellent, excellent. Any other questions? The gentleman here in the sunglasses.
Tetris have there been? Officially, how many iterations of Tetris have there been?
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
I don't have the number. You can see the logos flipping on the screen. But there have been...
I would say it was about 11 different editions of Tetris, with the significant difference in it.
I think it's more than...
Maybe 10.
I think it's more than 50. I mean, different directions.
Formally, yes, different platform, but significant difference in the game, I think it's about 11.
Well, do you consider Tetris Worlds as 1 or
yes, 1.
6? Oh, I see. So he counts Tetris Pop as 1 instead of 17.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, how many versions of Tetris has EA done?
We've done 4 distinct mobile versions, Tetris Mania, Tetris Pop, Tetris Blockout, and the core Tetris property. And then we did a version for iPhone, which was the Touch Tetris, which had a magic mode for Tetris.
Gotcha.
So I would say 5 for us.
So again, you're counting Pop as 1 SKU.
Yeah.
When it contains 17 different ways to play Tetris.
It contains 17 different mini games with the core Tetris mechanic in Pop.
Gotcha. All right, we're going to take 2 more questions before we do the drawing. The gentleman in the striped polo shirt. Okay. Are you surprised by how popular the Tetris has become?
Well, when I just wrote the first code and then start breathing on my screen without graphics, I couldn't stop playing myself, so I realized that it's a good game, but I never imagined that it's that big.
All right, one more.
Infinite rotation, all right. How do you like infinite rotation? What do you think?
Well,
I can answer that. You can answer it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so infinite rotation, I'm his co-designer. So infinite rotation is like automatic in a car. So some people say, some purists say, that makes the game too easy. But guess what? We've doubled the number of people that are driving cars. We've doubled or tripled the number of people that play Tetris. Especially on a mobile phone where the buttons aren't exactly perfect. And so we need the game to be a little bit more forgiving. But again, going forward, if you don't like infinite rotation, you can remove it as an item in the future games and play pure. Maybe for the professional league Tetris, you know, where the controls are perfect, we don't need infinite rotation. I mean, they don't need it.